Morning, John. Shall we shake on it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it
Two.
which way? Two, is it?
We're in Europe.
We're like in Europe. Oh, on both sides.
Yeah, both sides.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Ruth, you're still wearing sunglasses?
Well, it's rock and roll, man. I mean, no one ever asked Roy Orbison about him wearing sunglasses. But yeah, okay. I get the message. I'll switch into my normal unsunglassed glasses.
That's much better.
Thank you. Oh, it's very bright. It's very bright in here.
I'll get into report.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I can see we're in report. Black t-shirts, blue jeans, legs crossed. It's very good, John. You've been paying attention.
Middle age.
Yeah. Grey hair.
Grey hair.
Anyway.
So that was, of course, my
Corona.
My Corona.
My Corona, and you've got some in.
I've actually bought the baby varieties. These are the Coronitas.
I can't touch it, mate. You know that.
Yeah.
I'll need hand sanitizer if I go anywhere.
I can't actually. Yeah. Okay. I can't drink it.
No,
for
and I
obvious
can't
reasons.
touch it.
Okay. Well, there you go. But I thought it was important to support the Corona company.
Yeah.
Since they're suffering. And this is number one of the Corona sessions. So
it is number one of the Corona sessions, and it's unfortunate that we're here, but we'd have no choice. It's a worldwide pandemic, and of course people have been sent home to work. And
this is our home.
This is our home, and we're actually quite used to it. Quite honestly, we've been in business for 21 years, and one of the first things we did was get an office.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we only use the office for those vital occasions when we need to brainstorm together, get agreement on things. But a large part of our time has also been spent working from home to all hours.
Yeah, indeed.
Indeed.
But why did we get an office?
I don't know, because we needed a whiteboard.
It's because we needed a whiteboard. That's what it was. No, it's because working from home is hard.
Here's what I've noticed. I think my wife is actually working harder at home simply because there are, in some respects, fewer interruptions. I mean, she's in front of her computer, she's on conference calls all the time, she takes very, very few breaks. We have a very loyal dog that kind of sits at her feet and doesn't bother her, but it is pretty hard. So one of the things that I know that we have done over the 21 years of working together is have a routine.
Yes.
Right? We've always had a routine where, we're generally up pretty early in the morning, we'll put in a call before we meet to talk about stuff that's happened overnight. Then it was often the school run for you, the dog walk for me. Then I know for you it was often the gym, and then we'd meet at the office, do the work we had to do, make agreements.
We always used to, and we still do this, we plan for the day.
We plan for the day, that's correct.
Yeah.
Checklist, get things through the day, plan, and then what's happening the night. We stay in contact until we basically go to bed. That's the kind of intense relationship that we have.
It has been intense, really.
Yeah. So what are the tips? So everyone's working from home now, and then that really is what the first of these coronavirus sessions is all about, is how to survive working from home. The likelihood is you'll be working from home for a number of months. We don't know how long. If China's anything to go by, and it's probably going to be for at least 3 months, I reckon. It may be even longer. But anyway, so what are some of the tips that we've got?
Well, I think you've mentioned one or two already. Certainly, discipline's important.
Yeah.
But breaks are important.
Yeah.
One of our favourite people, if you've been on one of our programs, you would know, is Barbara Oakley, and one of her great tips is the Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro being Italian for
tomato.
Yeah, you would know that.
I would know. I do know that.
It's not named after an actual tomato. It's named after one of those kitchen timers in the shape of a tomato. And Barbara Oakley's technique is to actually set the kitchen timer to 20 minutes and then work on one thing solidly for that 20 minutes. And of course, if you've still got the energy, you can dial up another.
Pump up the volume.
Yeah, crank up another 20 minutes. But it's actually a good time to have a break though, and do something else.
Make yourself a cup of coffee.
Make yourself a cup.
I've got a great coffee machine, right?
Oh no, that's why I come round to your house.
That's right. You're not the only one.
And then the other tip I think that comes from Barbara is to do the toughest thing on your list first.
Yes.
While you're fresh.
Yes.
And I can tell you from personal experience that if you do one thing, if you do one thing a day, make sure you work on the toughest.
And that's often what we do if there are things that are bothering us from overnight, which unfortunately is often the case. We'll discuss it in the morning before we actually hit the office, and we will tackle that one thing. And get that out of the way. It's important. Space.
Yes, practicalities.
You need your own space, away from other forms of distraction. You need to make sure that it's your workspace. So even if it's at home, it could be a table somewhere in the back of your house, or you could have a room. Create your own space and get it set up for you. And these days with things like Google Hangouts and Zoom and other kinds of streaming services, you're likely to have face-to-face meetings. Don't have something that you're embarrassed about behind you. That book of the Kama Sutra or something like that. It might not be appropriate to have it there. So get your space worked out. Here's the other thing. You might find that you have time up your sleeve, right? Well, make the most of that time. Do some exercise. Go for a walk. It's what John mentioned before.
Play some music.
Play some music. Learn a few songs.
We're still learning a few songs. Clearly,
we never stop learning. There's a lot for us to learn, quite frankly. Do some online courses if you're so inclined. There are lots of services out there. edX is one, Coursera is another one that offer a great many.
Most of which are free.
Most of which are free.
The only time you have to pay is if you want a certificate. Even then, it's hardly bank breaking.
Like $45 or something like that. Right? It is hardly bank breaking. Anything else, John?
Not that I can think of. I mean, there's the obvious things around staying safe. Safe distance, just like us. Be careful. Don't touch things, especially don't touch things that other people have touched. Can you move that away from me, please? Here's one that I think might be interesting for some people, because one of the first things to teach people is rapport. Right? Rapport is easy when you're facing someone like we are, facing each other. But over the phone or a video conference, rapport is a lot more difficult. What tips do you have for people? Well, you've got to be even more present on any kind of audio or video thing. Almost, you've got to be more present than you are in real life.
You mean you go like turn it up to 11 or something?
Well, turn it up exactly to 11. And what I mean by that is present is you've actually got to really be listening, really be looking. Yeah. If it's only audio, you've got to be listening for those audio cues.
Like what? What's an audio cue?
Volume.
Yeah.
Pitch.
Yeah.
Tone. Silence. And really trying to match and mirror that so that you can connect.
What happens if someone's using a certain phrase very often, or a certain word very often?
Ideal opportunity to use that phrase and repeat it to show them that you've heard. So it really is a matter of turning your rapport up. The tendency and the temptation, of course, is to get distracted, fidget, woe betide anyone who's trying to clear their email backlog whilst they're on a conference call. If you're doing any of that, you are going to miss all of the opportunities, the rapport cues and the opportunities for rapport. So be present when you're in these virtual situations.
Okay, good suggestions. So, before we conclude today's first edition of the coronavirus session, we've got a few things we'd like to put out there to our viewing audience. Send in requests for subjects that you'd like us to cover, and we'll go away and we'll come back with some information, make another video, post some stuff on various internet media, Medium, LinkedIn.
It's in a box,
Facebook.
Rude.
It's in a what?
The internet.
It's in a box.
In a
We
box.
saw it in Malaysia, didn't
It's
we?
in a box in a factory in Malaysia.
In Malaysia. And of course, if you want to see us struggle with other songs, we're more than happy to give that a go as well.